Same thing with the next set. Udoif and David, he was warned, and Shchin, he was not warned. And the third set, the same thing. Burot and Arba, he was warned beforehand, but Choshech, he wasn't warned. And the idea is, because when I teach you a lesson, you should get the lesson. If you don't get the lesson the first 2 times, keep that up patch without warning. So the second lesson, as we're going to explain in a minute, is another lesson in a minute. I'm going to warn you it's going to come, so do Abashef. You don't listen after 2 times, keep that patch without warning. And the third thing is same as the 3 lessons in a minute. So we're not going to speak about the last one, because all of these are just the patch afterwards. But es stimmt auch in the set, because, as I said, the first class in a minute is to show Hashem could do something out of the ordinary. Kinim is a type of nes which comes out of the ordinary. Why? Because even the Mitzrim, as the Rasha, the Chatimim, tried to copy it with their kishuv, and they couldn't because it's too small, and the kishuv could only work on something bigger. So it was a thing to show that it couldn't have been kishuv, it must have been out of the ordinary. So that's the first class on a minute. Hashem was teaching Paroi. I'll teach you wus meint Agot. You think Agot is Anilis or sheep? I'm telling you what a God is. A God is someone that can do things out of the ordinary. And if you didn't get the message, you get a patch which is Kinim. It's not such a bad patch, but it's just a lesson. The next step in a minute is anything which is nature. I'm not going to do something out of the ordinary. Things happen every day. But I'm going to make sure that nature comes to your backyard. Which means, as you say, tsunami is a natural thing. But Hashem is showing, I'm the one which is leading nature, and I'm making sure that tsunami is going to come to your backyard. Uroif wasn't a neshaluk adei lechateve. What's Uroif? Wild animals. Wild animals happen to be in the jungle. All over the world you find wild animals which are not in cages.
And you wouldn't even find one.
Well, you wouldn't even find one because they're in the jungle and they know not to leave the jungle. Hashem is saying, listen, it's a natural thing. As a dranzich, I'm going to tell them where to go. So I'm not making a major nest, kriyas yamsiv, changing water into dam. No. I'm just telling nature what to do. Uroif, so the wilde chayas all over the world. I'm getting all those wilde chayas and I'm getting them to Mitzrayim. Now, interesting thing, if you check up the Pesikim, the only makkos which Paroi asks Mitzrayim, go check in Goshen with the Yidden wohnen if the Makkah is there too. Because he thought, okay, it's like a tsunami, pink to Mitzrayim, weil the Chayas and gekommen. No, they came, but not where the Yidden are. Because it looked like Paroi was getting the message. I see it's a Takado Bashefer who leads nature. Let me see, is it Takado Bashefer? Well, pink Mitzrayim had to have this Makkah now. No, it wasn't Mitzrayim because Goshen didn't get it. So it's an interesting lesson in a minute, which Hashem was teaching them, that nature, I'm going to lead nature, nature's alone kommen. Udov is a natural thing, so only kommen zu Mitzrayim. Aber nicht da mit Mitzrayim, nicht wie die Yidden sind. And Parataki was learning the lesson and he went to check. He sent his people to check. Go check if by the Yidden, that's Udov. That's Udov. Deve is a normal thing. What's Deve? Animals dying. We've heard of mad cow disease. It happens. Animals dying is a natural thing. It's not a neshaluk adei lechateve, mad cow disease. But no. Hashem is the one saying where this machluf, mad cow disease should happen. No else in the world. Pink do. And again, Paroi sent his people, go check if this machluf, because maybe the environment is not good for the animals in Mitzrayim. No, in Goshen it didn't happen. Yeah, that's something else. But that's my word. We'll get to that in a minute. Yes. We'll get to that in a minute. Yes, yes.
Okay, the Irish is absolutely. That's it.
Absolutely. I'm saying the point, this lesson of a minute is Hashem was telling us, I'm leading nature, I'm not making major nissim. Nothing out of the ordinary. So it's another class in a minute with our vision. Wus is the Eibishter? Step number 1 we have to know the Eibishter is he could do anything and everything. He can change water into blood. You got the message? You look like you didn't get the message. You'll kill him. But not just he can change, I'm leading nature. So wichtig sagt zu wissen, because a lot of people think Pesach is the Yontiv, which you see the Eibishter make major nissim for Kriyas Yamsiv and then the Makkos. It wasn't just major nissim, but do you know why? Because sometimes we don't see major nissim today on a daily basis. So okay, The Eibishter comes around in the picture when he does majorism. No. The Eibishter leads nature. Every day, the trees grow is Hashem. He's creating it. He's making it grow. Because that was the second lesson in a minute. He was showing the Mitzrayim, Ulev and David, it's the same thing. Now Shchin, as I said before, you didn't listen to the two lessons from Ulev and David. Shchin, you get a patch. Now this Shchin stimmt auch. Because what is Shchin? It's a plain machle. Boils. It's a machle. But again, who gets this machle? Hashem is the one saying, you're getting the machle. Maybe one guy got it and it was catchy because of the Mitzrayim. Could be. But no, Yidden got it. Hashem is the one leading nature. It's a lesson in a minute which we have to know. Everyday life Hashem is leading this nature. Lesson number 2. Lesson number 3 is what he said before about Burad. It said, not just Hashem could do what he wants, and not just he feeds nature, but Hashem is also saying, ich kann dich halten bei der Nuss. I can tell you exactly what to do. You listen to me today, I'm telling you to do this, and this will happen. If not, not. But Burad steht, anything which was left outside was killed by Burad. Okay? Because Hashem is saying, listen, you're fine, you go inside, nothing will happen. I'm telling you to go inside. I'm sorry.
How did he give over that message?
I'm sorry. What?
How did he give over that message?
How did he give over the message? Because Moshe told him. When he said the message was told him. Listen. Moshe said that these Maccas are going to come because he didn't know who the Eibishter was. They deserved Maccas for what they done.
Told for the people.
Listen. I'm answering you. They deserved a certain amount of Maccas for what they done to the Eden. The stamp patch without any meaning behind it is nothing. Yeah? Because they could see. If they want to know who Sadua got, they didn't believe Sadua got. So I'm teaching you. I'm sending a message. Moshe said, that listen, there's a God in the world. You don't believe me? I'm going to show you he can do these and these things. Okay?
So what's the dritte message of this?
Now the dritte message is that he's telling you what to do. That means I'm telling you to go now inside. You don't want to listen to me? You messed up. Inside nothing will happen to you. I'm telling you, take your behind inside. That's what happened by Burad. Now Arba is a interessante Sache. There's a medrash that Egypt had a constant battle with the neighboring countries where the borderline of Egypt is.
Yeah.
Okay? They were constantly fighting. So steht in medrash that Mamakas Arba came down in the shape of the map of the shape of Egypt, and exactly landed on against Egypt and Europe, the whole Egypt.
Wow.
In other words, there's no more fights anymore. Hashem is saying exactly till here is your border, and that's it. That's the end of any fight. What's Hashem teaching us? I'm telling you. You want to say, do you have a word in the matter? You want to decide if you should leave your behind outside? Fine, go ahead. I'm telling you to take your behind inside. You don't want to, you've lost them. I'm in charge of you. That's the third lesson. And I'm in charge of we down the borders guys on. Because I'm standing down the Arba exactly on the borders of Mitzrayim. And Choshech, of course, we see Choshech the most of all. Hashem says, don't move. You want to move? Try it. I'm telling you not to move. That's the 3 lessons in a minute. And this was Makkah's Bechoros. As we said at the beginning, Makkah's Bechoros was the patch to get them out of Mitzrayim. Be'etzem Makkah's Bechoros would have been enough. As Kapanik Klal Yisrael, a few hundred years? Okay, Makkah's Bechoros, that's enough. So to get to Pare, became himself was a Bechor. That would have been enough. But first I have to teach you a few lessons. Me Hashem. I'm telling you who Hashem is. That's what happened in Mitzrayim. There were